of Project Jumpstart Belize. Enough about me, and I want this program to be highlighted. For the woman, I have two strong women who raised me. My mom, who is a workaholic, but she's in the audience here tonight. My grandmother, who, when she passed away because of the woman who she was, I wanted to continue to keep her legacy alive. And hence the reason for this initiative. And everybody who knows me knows that I love my grandmother. I am who I am because of her. She was the president of the Red Cross in Belize. She was in charge of the Methodist Clinic. She was a woman of God and put God first, and hence the reason I am here, because I truly put him first. She holds many titles. Many people in Belize can attest to coming at home and getting advice from my grandmother. She was about her business, and hence the reason everybody knows I am about this business and continue serving the children of Belize. Many of the causes that I do impacted my life one way or the other. I was that child. When you think about the feeding program that walked miles back home without nothing on that stove, and we walked back to school and nobody knew. I was that child. So hence the reason I am very passionate, and this program is the only program in Belize that serves 2 hot, healthy meals a day for 70 children a day. And it goes free of cost in the back of Project Jumpstart Belize and its donors. And everybody knows we have Miss Hill here. She's going to talk, because we flew her in because she's the person who we trust to carry this program. She knows she will tell you I am very strict and committed. When we talk about healthy, we mean healthy. And everybody who works with Project Jumpstart Belize has to be in line with our values. Therese Flowers can tell you I take no shorts. I will cancel a program if it's not in line with what I set forth to do. I always say that in America, our donors work very hard, and we have to protect our assets. So therefore, every program that we provide in Belize, we make sure that we have a contract signed, because it's expensive resource and we have to protect them. We know how it is at times in Belize, it can be very political. And so to protect our assets and to protect the children so that the resources can be there for years to come, we sign contracts. So we want you to know, once you donate to Project Jumpstart Belize, your dollars is going to go to the children of Belize. As I said, we appreciate that. When we talk about the school scholarship, Tricia Lovo couldn't know how her uncle was a teacher at the school that I went. There were times my mom could not pay our school fees, and back in Belize, when you can't pay your school fees, that means you cannot get your report card. A lot of us is a testimony here to this day. And her uncle would know me, my sister, and her cousin were best friends. So once I came to the school, he knew me, and he would say, "Jacobs, what happened?" Mama didn't pay the school fees. And he took it out of his pocket without anybody knowing. And he paid to make sure I can get that report card when my mom couldn't do it. And so, who am I to turn my back on the very children that is struggling in Belize? So hence, on a yearly basis, to Project Jumpstart Belize and its donors, we provide 100 children free education to the back of Belize. We pay their school fees every single year. What we also do is, this year, we believe that a lot of the parents get very comfortable because their children's school fees is paid off. So what we do, as I would do, assess. I won't say anything, but I would implement. And so what I did, and what we are going to do this year, we are going to pay the school fees by semester. So if they don't keep the grades to a certain standard, and everybody knows fees, I have a 13-year-old in public school. They have never been late and never been absent since he starts school. Because that's how my mom raised us. Rain or shine in Belize, you better get going to school. It doesn't matter if you're sick or not, you better get going because you can't stay home. And that's the values that is instilled in me and I'm instilling into my son. So that's for the school scholarship program. We also do care bags because a lot of the children in Belize, if the parents cannot buy food, then we know that care products is not going to be a necessity for the parents. So in Easter, instead of doing the candy and stuff for the children, we have implemented, for those of you in here who knows, I know the late Honorable Aurelia Green. Mom's passed away 2 years ago. When I started this program, I married someone that she called her adopted son, my husband. And I was graced with her presence for 8 years. Everybody who knows Mom, she's a faithful Christian and she believed in God, and we meshed with that part. And Aurelia Green is a woman of no nonsense, as you know, but her thing is, her cause is, she would help anybody as long as she have it. She would help. And when I started this program, I was giving away candy, and she quickly summoned me, as you know, to the upstairs table, and she would say, honey, I think that the children of Belize don't need candy. And she implemented the care bag drive, which consists of everything that a child needs to do themselves. Again, when we talk about the Christmas, I was giving away toys, and moms quickly changed that, and now we give away brand new sneakers to the children of Belize. So, Aurelia Green will always be remembered by this program for the years and for her advice and how much she has poured into me, advised me, whatever I was doing, it was me and her. In her little gray Toyota Corolla, we were gone, and she was a huge donor to this program. We cannot have a program without mentioning her. She's barely missed. Mama's is barely missed. Like I said, I don't want this night to be about me, but I want it to continue to be about the children of Belize. We are going to continue to implement programs that we see fit, and everybody knows that what I'm doing, the same privileges that my son had here in the public school is what I am trying to bring to Belize and model. If you go online when it comes to the feeding program, I can see what my son is doing in school, and so hence the reason for our feeding program, which in this audience, we have Jackie Charlie Wholesome. We want to give her recognition. She's a professional chef. She was tasked with the job to create a kid-friendly, healthy menu, which she did, and it is a model for Project Jumpstart Belize. So every feeding program that we implement in Belize, you can go and know exactly what your child is eating on what day, because it's going to be across the board a standard menu. It's kid-friendly, it is healthy, and a lot of the menus that we have implemented that our children here in the US take for granted, these kids in Belize don't know about it. The areas that I target, because I come from a little small village, San Antonio, Corozal, so I target the villages. Most of us in Belize knows that those are the forgotten places, and so our resources really trickled down into these little rural, remote areas, and it really touched my heart on the last for Easter Drive, when we know what Listerine is, but these family thought it was juice. And just so you know that a lot of the things that we are implementing that we take for granted, a lot of these remote villages in Belize, we have the Mayan communities, we have the Garifuna communities, we have the Hispanic communities. Everybody knows that Belize is diverse, it depends on where you are, and these families did not know what Listerine is. So just keep that in mind. So we are going to continue to target these less fortunate children, and we are going to continue to do bigger things for them. Another thing that we, as was touched on, that we do the computer program. My son goes to school, and he goes to people academy for young men, and he can come one day with an iPad, and he don't like that, and he comes back with a laptop. In Belize, our children in elementary does not have access to a computer or any device of that sort. And I found that out through COVID when we were selling a lot of tablets, and some of the children don't even know where the on button was. And that's real for the children of Belize. Under Project Jumpstart Belize, we implemented our first Saturday program where children in elementary can come to a Saturday program. And I'm telling you, they only got breading now because they got 2-in-1. Because of the Project Jumpstart, I will just implement. I give the children stuff that I know otherwise they wouldn't be able to see or touch, or just see on a television. And the kids tell you, they still will talk about that, how fast they can type, and they're telling their other peers in high school what kind of device they have. So for us, those are the kind of changes that we want to continue to implement for the children of Belize. It's going to be standard wherever we put our feeding program. We are going to continue to donate laptops so that the children in elementary can be technology savvy before they get to high school. Again, we protect our assets, right, Aston? Aston is my tech guy. We implement this program. Aston flew to Belize and make sure that everything was smooth in the opening for this program. So, like I said, under Project Jumpstart Belize, whenever you donate to any one of our causes, we make sure that the dollars goes to the children. And like I said, it's a testament to everybody that is here who support me. I have people like this. Carol Phillips is one of my advisors in the background. Mr. Eckhart, Mr. Eckhart Phillips, again, wife and husband, they support me. I have Mr. Kurt Kelvin, is a secret advisor. I can go to Mr. Kurt, we pray together, and I can say, Mr. Kurt, this is what is happening. What do you think? For me, I'm very smart. I know I don't know everything, so I align myself with the people that I don't know. And that's what we're regularly talking. Okay, I also have Mr. Vladimir in the house. He is my business advisor when it comes to making sure that Project Jumpstart makes the right decision. I call glad I have a problem. And glad to solve that problem. It has been nothing but a blessing for us. And I turn back in this room and I look at Mr. Glenn Flowers. He's from cycling. Everybody who knows me knows, yes, I was a little town where I played all sport. And I won all sport. And we're not going to call names. There's a couple of people in here that are men that I used to compete with them also. We're not going to call no names. Over there we have Susan Arnold. My mom was going to be 50. I know Sue since I'm 11. We are prayer warriors. We serve God. Sue travel all over to do missionary work. So again, Susan Arnold. Can't forget about my neighbor, Nicola Thomas. Siobhan works for the city. Siobhan mentally love children. Siobhan is everything. I go to Siobhan a lot of the programs again because I see what Siobhan does stuff. I try to implement that and bring it to Belize. So one of the things that we are working on is to secure a huge grant so that we can all do after-school programs for the children of Belize. Because if you don't know, that's not available for the children of Belize. When they get these school at 3:30, that's it. So one of the things that we are working on now is to try to secure funding for our resource center so that the same opportunity that my son goes to school at 8 and I can pick him up back at 6 o'clock. Because my son can play tennis one day, basketball one day, wrestling another day, and those are the same qualities that I want to introduce to the children of Belize. So we are working with it diligently to, like I said, secure those fundings. As Tim would tell you, you know, I brainstorm, I ask questions, and we are going, I said, like everybody knows, if I think it, I'm going to implement it. Because I believe that the children of Belize deserve the best, and these are programs that I truly believe will make a great impact into the children's life. A lot of our children in the villages don't travel out. We all know that because they lack of funding, and so we believe if we implement next year, hopefully, and we claim it in the name of God, because that's what we do. We're going to have a resource center so that we can implement a summer program. My son is in summer program. You know, he goes to school, he gets that free meal, because you know, in the summertime, they be eating out or snacks and mom and food, and you know, but when they go to school here in America, they are blessed. The children in Belize, once you go to school, if mommy don't have that money, you better walk them miles to go get a free meal, and that's reality for the children of Belize. So I'm going to cut this short and move on with the program. Thank you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting Project Jumpstart Belize. It's only going to get bigger from here because we keep God first place in all that we do. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Mrs. Janice Jacobs Palmer. And at this time, we'd like to introduce a special presentation by Lamona Worrell from the Assistant Commissioner for Community Affairs of the Mayor's Office.
Thank you, sweetie. Good evening, everyone. My name is Lamona Worrell. I'm the Assistant Commissioner, Senior Community Advisor, and most importantly, the Caribbean Liaison for the Mayor's Office of Community Affairs. I want to say congratulations to all the honorees that have donated. That's a wonderful thing. This is such a blessed cause. And as I was listening, it reminded me, when I was speaking to the mayor, I said, you know, I'm seeing a pattern in the Caribbean diaspora where funds are always being raised to send things back home. And it's beginning to look like a cultural highway. So I told him I want to expand on that, and he says, well, let me know what you come up with. Let me know what we can do to support the cultural highway. So when Ms. Janice was speaking about funding, I said, is she speaking directly to me, to the mayor? I just had a meeting with the director for the Minority and Women-Owned Business Enterprise. So that office, this is on the city level, they have them on the city, state, and federal level. That office is putting together a huge, I don't want to call it a business forum because they have their own name. This is going to be later on in the fall, and they want all businesses to come. It's going to be like an event that holds the Barclays-sized event where businesses, as many businesses in the city, can learn how to write for grants, what an RFP is, which is a request for proposal, anything dealing with money. They're bringing in the small business services, they're bringing in the Office of Contracts. So I hope that helps. When it does happen, I will let Charlene know. That way you all can come and sit down and learn how to get money from the city. Does that help? Yeah. Good. With that being said, Ms. Janice. I want to present a certificate of recognition on behalf of Mayor Adams. It says the City of New York Certificate of Recognition presented to Project Jumpstart Belize for its commitment to community building and international friendship. When we work alone, we can accomplish great feats, but when we work together, we can move mountains. By providing resources and programming to underserved communities in Belize, this organization has transformed participants' lives and paved new pathways to opportunity. This group has tackled everything from computer and solar panel access to scholarships and medical assistance for individuals with disabilities. These modest supports have made immeasurably positive impacts on people's lives, and on the occasion of this inaugural fundraising gala, I, Mayor Eric Adams, am pleased to recognize the great promise of Project Jumpstart Belize. Eric Adams, Mayor, 2022.
Thank you so much. This award means so much to me. Everybody knows that a lot of people didn't know that for 8 years we have been doing this because we are a roller coaster. I keep going and rolling. And then when I said, oh, okay, I'm taking a break, then God dropped something in my lap and I keep going again. This means the world to me. Thank you.
So, how many of you are hungry? Because I'm hungry.